Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Buffalo Bills and the Jacksonville Jaguars. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First carry for T.J. Yeldon. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Allen. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. Just 3 catches in the wild card victory for him a week ago, and now he's got his first here, and it's good for a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first down, Allen. And this is incomplete. He was looking for Isaiah McKenzie that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 25-yard line. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
And we got Mike, number 53. Check 3. Coaching spell.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Allen, and that is incomplete. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Switch.
On 3rd down, Yeldon. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
A marker down. He does get it up past the 25. Will it hold? Let's see. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
The face mask moves him all the way out past the 40 now for first down. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Shaq Lawson's one of those guys that after a while you quit just trying to define him by a position. Defensive end, outside linebacker, doesn't matter. He knows how to get upfield and spill some plays.
So disruptive. What makes him so disruptive?
I think it's strength. If you see his upper body, I mean, he's got some strength up there and some really good hands, but he's got some surprising quickness as well to get him upfield.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Set back. 15 on it. 15 on it. Mike. That's it. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Back to go full strength.
And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep, Isaiah McKenzie.
That's it, baby. We go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Allen. He finds Yeldon. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
Jam. Showing it. Check.
They run it from the gun with Yeldon. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he finds Tyler Croft. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A shotgun handoff now to Yeldon. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Allen now looks to throw. Throw left side complete. That's McKenzie. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at their 48-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it 2nd and 7. That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. Out of the pistol, it's Yeldon. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish. and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Throwing is Allen on third. Over the middle, complete. It's McKenzie. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 26.
First down, Bills.
Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll toss it to Yeldon. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now T.J. Yeldon, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Mike. 53, Mike. Here we go. Jumping.
To throw on 3rd down, Allen. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. On 2nd down now, Westbrook. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. They go play action here on first down. The catch made by James O'Shaughnessy, the tight end. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Let's go. Come on.
They'll run on first down. Westbrook. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 23-yard run. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. It's a very short kick, taken by an up man.
Let's go.
At their own 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here at half number 1. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Here's Allen. They go with the screen. It's Yeldon. And some room to run now. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
Keep playing.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Second and 9 now from the 21.
Number 53, Mike 53. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. A gain of 3, second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Again, it's Fournette. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 43-yard line. No, bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. 20. 10, and this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. On the run there, and that leaves them with 3rd and just a couple.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Now Hundley. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 44-yard line. Hundley going to come up 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Out of the pistol, it's Fournette, and he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down at the 28. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. The tackle made by Levi Wallace.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Well, when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
Fournette, a first down carry. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Now, we've seen this a few times in this game. That offensive line just, I don't know if you want to call it out-physicaled, out-toughed, whatever you want to use.
And what people do when that is happening, when they're getting dominated that way, they spread things out a little bit, make it more of a space game, and allow your skill position players to make a few plays out in open field. Take away the physical element, gives you a chance.
On 2nd and 12, Hundley. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
In your face.
One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
He's checking. Crash. Shift. Watch the shift.
They'll try and run for it. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. And defensively, they were ready for that. A full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
And all the way up to the 47-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And the grab by Croft. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. To the air, Allen will try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And this is taken in at the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. They'll try to punch it in with Yeldon. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bills will add on to their lead. A 1-yard run on 1st down, another yard that gets him into the end zone on 2nd down. Maybe not much for the yards per carry average, but hey, 6 points.
Yeah, bottom line is it doesn't matter there. You've got to find a way to wedge it into the end zone. Yards per carry, that's out the window. How do you score? And on the 2nd down, they had something going. They got a yard before. They thought they could do it again, and they got it done.
This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, How about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Go, let's go. Hey, go. Sound good. Hey, go.
On play action, they'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Matt Milano. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Another try after the first down sack. Foles. And the pressure gets to him again. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 39, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
25, check 25.
They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's see what you got. Watch safety creep.
They'll run it again with Yeldon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. T.J. Yeldon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills will add on to their lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Let's go, fellas.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Ready? Check 53. 3 buzz. Mike, 53. Mike. Oh, boy, dog.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Danny. Check.
Throwing on 2nd down. Hundley. Now a desperation throw deep. It's caught inside the 25. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
That's good for another Jacksonville. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Tighten up.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Throwing, Hundley. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Josh Oliver there to make the grab. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. Oh, did the Jags get this? Yes, Jags football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we sign off from Jacksonville.